This is the story of a man who cleaned floors for a living. People walked past him every day without even noticing his face. He had no college degree, no special talent, no rich family. But one tiny habit changed everything. A habit so simple that most people would laugh at it. He decided to read just 10 pages every single day. Not 100 pages, not 50 pages, just 10. 5 years later, he became the manager of the very company where he once pushed a mop across the floor. How did reading only 10 pages a day change his life? Stay with me because this story might completely change the way you look at success. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, what book are you reading right now? And if you enjoy stories that inspire you to become better, make sure to like and subscribe. In a busy city lived a 28-year-old man named Daniel. Daniel worked as a janitor in a large office building. Every morning before sunrise, he cleaned hallways, bathrooms, and meeting rooms. The employees arrived at 9 a.m. Most never noticed him. To them, he was just the man with the cleaning card. Daniel earned very little money. He rented a small room with peeling paint on the walls. His refrigerator was often almost empty. Some months he had to choose between paying bills and buying new clothes. But money was not his biggest problem. His biggest problem was that he believed he would never become anything more. One afternoon, while cleaning a conference room, he noticed a book left behind on the table. The title was simple: Small Habits, Big Results. Curious, Daniel opened it. A sentence immediately caught his attention. You do not change your life in a day. You change it a little every day until one day your life is completely different. He could not stop thinking about those words. That evening, he borrowed the book from the Lost and Found office. He began reading. 10 pages. Just 10. That was all. The next day, he read another 10 pages. Then another 10. Soon, reading became part of his daily routine. At first, nothing changed. He was still a janitor, still poor, still unnoticed. But something was happening inside his mind. He was learning about communication, leadership, money management, discipline, confidence. Month after month, he kept reading. 1 year later, he had finished more than 20 books. For the first time in his life, he started speaking differently, thinking differently, acting differently. His supervisor noticed. Daniel began helping with scheduling and inventory. He solved problems before anyone asked him to. He became known as the employee who always had solutions. 3 years later, a management trainee position opened. Most people laughed when Daniel applied. A janitor wants to be a manager? But Daniel was ready. The books had taught him skills most people never bothered to learn. He passed every interview, he got the job, and he kept reading. 5 years after finding that forgotten book, Daniel walked into the same office building. But this time, he was not carrying a mop. He was carrying a briefcase. Employees greeted him with respect. The janitor had become the manager. One afternoon, he passed a young cleaner working in the hallway. The young man looked tired and discouraged. Daniel smiled and handed him a book, the same book that had changed his own life years before. The young man asked, "Can a book really change someone's life?" Daniel smiled. "No." The young man looked confused. Daniel continued, "But reading 10 pages every day can." My friend, the lesson is simple. Most people wait for a big opportunity, a big break, a big miracle. But success usually comes from small actions repeated every single day. 10 pages a day, 30 minutes of learning, one workout, one new skill. Small actions, huge results. So here is your challenge. Starting tomorrow, read just 10 pages a day for the next 90 days. Not because books are magic, but because the person you become while reading them is. Remember, a year from now, you will wish you had started today. The question is, will today be your day one?